Welcome back, gentlemen. It is 5:27, so we're running about right time, and we headed to the gym. Today's our morning, Friday morning push day, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like today it's just darker than usual outside. But the good news, guys, is as I learned from my yesterday's mistake, is when you go and get your car ready because it's cold outside and you gotta let it warm up. Don't forget to hit the seat warmers. So I didn't forget to hit the seat warmers today. Anyways, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I do this every morning. It's nothing super crazy, but it's just a little vlog on the way to work, and I say what I can say to encourage you and remind you that your dreams are worth running for. It's worth working hard for and just figuring out how to do it. And at the same time, just watch me achieve my dreams slowly but surely, growing on YouTube, growing in terms of being able to speak on a camera, and just my day-to-day thoughts about life, and also how my thought process on what I'm doing with YouTube as I grow. But yeah, I woke up and my mood was talking. It was yapping. And I told it, get in the back seat. Not in that kind of way, but like, dude, shut up. You're not the boss around here. So here we are, driving to the gym. And as I've been saying, I've been trying to get better at my bedtime. Yesterday I did a pretty good job, but it was still fell asleep at like 11 o'clock. So not bad. 6 hours is not bad, but I'm trying to get 7. I need to be snuggled up by 9:30. It's usually roughly. It depends on the day. I can fall asleep pretty easily. I'm gonna lay there for 5 minutes and I'm knock out. So grateful for that. Yeah. But happy Friday, everybody. I hope this is your last day of your work day. You get to enjoy the weekend, but as we learned, the weekends is actually where you make your dreams come true. Don't forget about that. And I finally had, and big milestone on the channel is that we had our first comment. Not our first comment, but our first question. We've had two kind comments already, but the third one was the first time we got a question. So thank you for the questions, and look forward to answering more, or being at your guys' service. It was good. It was good. So I think his name was Nathaniel. Yeah. But let me know what time you guys are waking up. And if you're waking up early, let me know why. Is it just because you got used to waking up early? Or is it because you're waking up early because you know that you need to get your things together? I don't know. I was watching a YouTuber yesterday, and he's kind of on the same grind as me. I wouldn't say same, kinda. Yeah, he is on the same grind. He's waking up early, hitting the gym every single day, taking care of himself, and also making similar content to mine, because he was just putting it in a different way, his own style of words. And I do feel like maybe it's just because it's a certain age range of people who are getting these kind of thoughts, or maybe it's like a global awakening of men realizing Hey man, I need to start doing things. Because if I keep living at this rate, life ain't gonna be so fabulous. It's gonna be all right. It's okay, but I don't want all right. You know, I don't want okay. I want majestic. I want I want like, damn, I'm doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I don't know where to park. Going around anyway. But anyways, guys, let's pop out our magic scroll. Let's see what the fact or quote is for today. Whew. I think we did. I don't know if I did. Anyway, I will do two, just in case I feel like I did both two yesterday. But anyway, sleep is a growth tool. Sleep is when your body releases growth hormone. Training breaks you down. Sleep is what actually builds you. And that's very true, guys. I think we did it yesterday. But basically, when I looked up what sleep does, man, sleep is just like a second workout. It repairs and grows and does everything you need. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I started going to sleep earlier, is because your body does certain things at certain times. And a lot of people who are going to sleep at like 12, 1 a.m., they're missing out on a lot of great stuff. And to be honest, when I actually did start going to sleep at 5 a.m. repeatedly for weeks at a time, my skin, my hair, my whole complexion, just like my outward complexion, I was able to visibly notice there was a difference. And that was just because I was falling asleep by like 9:30, 10 o'clock, the latest. I need to get back onto that, but now that I'm doing so much more, a lot more things is a little bit more difficult, but I'll find a way to do it. But let's go to the next one. Um, Weekdays build strong men. The days you don't feel like training are the days your character is in training, and that's 100%, guys. Believe in that, man. I don't care how you show up on your work day. I want to see how you show up on your birthday, on those special celebrations, on the weekends, on the holidays. Those are the days where you really see your character and how much you really want it. You know, if you're taking a break when everyone else is taking a break, hey, you're not separating yourself from the herd. Simple as that, man. Because I was listening to Alex Ramosi the first time I actually listened to him, but if you really think about it, the top 1%, top 0.01%, 0.001%, the 99 look at them weird. Like, what's wrong with you? Because they're so obsessed and possessed by their dreams and goals that that's what their whole mind rotates around it. They don't think about different things like regular person stressing out about this and that and that and what another person thinks and what's happening over there and all the drama and the TV shows. They're unaware of it. Like, that doesn't exist in their brain. The only thing that exists in their brain is their dreams, their goals, their tasks, their schedule, their energy level. How can I improve? What do I need to cut? It's like their brain is just on 24/7 business. And these are the kind of people that make, the big changes in our world. As much as, the 80, 99% of the world want to talk shit, it's out of, insecurity. Um, they're the ones that shape the world. But screw all the bastards, they're sickos, you know. But the homies that put in the hard work and invented all of these things and made what we know as, like, modern day world, it's like they hustled. They figured, they were entrepreneurs. They figured out how to build all this stuff. And yeah, they make a buckload of money to the point where they don't know what to do with it. But they were the ones that You know, we kind of live in their imagination. They had a vision of what they wanted to create, how to serve humanity, and through that serving humanity, they were able to suck up a lot of money. So, if you want money, right? If you make a service, because you're not gonna get wealthy, or rich, working hourly. It's just what it is. Unless, I don't know, unless you're getting paid, 200, 300 bucks an hour. But I don't know any roles that pay you 200, 300 bucks an hour. But if you're able to sell 1,000 things in a week, right? Instead of working 1,000 hours, you're selling 1,000 things in a week. Or you're transferring or exchanging value for value, where you create something where someone's willing to pay, a couple grand for your time, or a couple grand for something that you created, right? So that's like the best way. That is the best way to make that money. But let's end it there, because we got a push day, and I don't want to be running later, because I want to get to work at least 20 minutes earlier than usual, so I can get out 15-20 minutes earlier. But anyways, guys, take care. Do your workouts, get your steps in, talk with God, and take action. And if I'm out here doing this stuff, you definitely guys can too. So other than that, guys, take care. See you in a bit.